My name is Patrick Lewis, and this is my final project on collaborating with stakeholders. The issue I found in need of reform was the creation of a new school curriculum. The current curriculum is in need of improvement due to new accountability standards, the change to STAR testing, an emphasis on C-scope, and the need to integrate more technology and computer skills into the curriculum. The new curriculum would integrate technology more effectively and include more rigorous activities to develop students' critical thinking skills and promote authentic learning. Because I have never had a teaching position and am not familiar with many issues full-time teachers face or with the structures and staff in place at any particular school, I picked an issue that I would be interested in reforming if I had a full-time teaching job and assuming that all of the following resources were available to me. Part 1 of this project was identifying stakeholders. The first stakeholder was the superintendent for the school. The superintendent should be involved because it is the superintendent who would be responsible for reaching out to the local community, media, and business leaders to elicit support for new curriculum, secure additional funding, and organize community meetings. The second stakeholder was the principal and vice principal. Slater says this about the role of the principal in his teacher leadership. School principals need to build capacity in others to assume leadership roles by letting go of their power and control and by calling upon and accessing the expertise of others required for school improvement. The principal and vice principal must be involved for the new curriculum to be successful and can assist in the process by providing assistance in the form of granting committee members adequate time to meet, providing access to professional development and training as needed for teachers, and allowing the teachers to have leadership roles. They should also be consulted regularly and provide feedback on ideas formed by the committee and support and implement the committee's curriculum. The third stakeholder was the teachers. Howard Adelman and Linda Taylor state in their paper School and Community Collaboration to Promote a Safe Learning Environment that the leadership must include representatives from all groups and all participants must share in the workload, pursuing clear roles and functions. The people responsible for creating the new curriculum should be groups of teachers in each department. Participation should be voluntary, however, there should be representatives from each grade level and subject. Decision-making needs to be shared, leadership distributed, and the workload dispersed equally between each member. This prevents one member from being overburdened or left out. The fourth stakeholder was a college representative. A representative from a local college or community college should be consulted to ensure that the new curriculum will include skills, strategies, and information that students will need in order to be successful in college. The fifth stakeholder group was business and community leaders. In his paper Engaging Stakeholders in Curricular Development, Joe Neal Wood states that school districts realize they are dependent on community support to meet mandated state and national performance standards, develop innovative programs, and secure financial resources. The local community needs to be involved in the development of new curriculum to ensure that the skills that they find important are being addressed and to provide additional funding for new technologies or materials that may not be covered by local and federal grants. The sixth set of stakeholders are the parents. Parents need to be consulted about curricular changes and given input into which skills their children are learning and what information and strategies that they want the school to focus on. The seventh stakeholder is the Director of Technology for the school. The Director of Technology for the school needs to be consulted to assess the feasibility of any technology integration in the new curriculum and to provide expertise and training in new technology for the teachers. Part 2 of the project was strategies for communicating with stakeholders. There are several strategies that can be utilized for each group of stakeholders in order to ensure effective communication. They include face-to-face meetings, surveys, and community meetings. Face-to-face meetings should take place for several groups of stakeholders. First, the face-to-face meeting should be held with the superintendent to discuss the organization of community meetings, to discuss reaching out to the local community, and to discuss the feasibility of obtaining funding. Second, the teachers on the committee should have face-to-face meetings a few times a week to discuss ideas for the new curriculum. Each week a goal should be set and workload should be distributed between the members of the committee, which gives each member ownership of the new curriculum. Third, face-to-face meetings should be held with the Director of Technology to seek input on technology implementation. The Technology Director could also provide demonstrations or training for teachers in new technology as needed. Finally, the Principal and Vice Principal should be consulted in weekly meetings. This allows the committee to update them on the committee's progress, inform them of any problems, questions, or needs of the committee, and elicit feedback on the new curriculum. Surveys should be sent to several groups of stakeholders in order to gather data on which aspects of the curriculum are important to each group. First, surveys should be sent to local businesses to discover which skills they value in their employees and which skills students will need to know in order to succeed in the local job market. Second, surveys should be sent to parents to assess what they want their children to learn, what skills they value, and which aspects of the old curriculum they would like to see improved. Third, surveys should be sent to professors at the local college or community college to learn which skills that they find in need of improvement in college freshmen and which skills that college freshmen need in order to be successful. Community meetings should be held to elicit input from parents, business, and community leaders and any other concerned party about the development of a new curriculum for the school. Wood states that involving parents, members of the community, and others in the process of identifying academic goals can be a powerful tool for improving student achievement and influencing the direction and success of school programs. Part 3 of this project was disseminating information to the school community. Information on the new curriculum will be shared with the school and local community in several ways. First, faculty meetings in which the new curriculum is revealed will be held for each department. There will also be a teacher workday held in which the new curriculum is discussed in depth and teachers can familiarize themselves with any new aspects of the improved curriculum. Second, a newsletter will be sent out to parents and to members of the local community detailing the improvements that have been made to the curriculum and including information about changes that were made based on the information gathered from the surveys they completed and the suggestions or concerns they expressed either in the surveys or during the community meeting. Lastly, a mass email will be sent out to every teacher in the school, which includes information about changes to the curriculum and information about any new practices or new technology that they need to implement in the classroom.